Yeah, good people. I know I've not been on here in quite a while. The George Floyd case really had me bothered, and although I did follow it offline, I couldn't follow it online because I was cursing and using precepts, which is not appropriate, and because I am the mother of two black sons, I just can't. It was very triggering and hard for me to sit and watch that trial. It really was. So, I'm sorry I didn't finish following it, but I have taken the time out. I've ordered me a new camera. I've ordered a microphone. I've ordered everything I need. I just need to take the time to set everything up. And this is not tobacco. It's a hemp head. I don't smoke tobacco. I don't smoke nicotine. I don't smoke menthol. It's a hemp head. You're gonna see me with hemp. You're gonna see me with THC, or you're gonna see me with some CBD, and that's all you're gonna see me with. Just for the record, I'm not soliciting for nobody to go use no drugs. I'm not soliciting drugs. I'm just talking about me and all my ailments and things. Okay. So I'm sorry about that, y'all, because I really should have this page up and running, and I really should be more active and being more. It's hard because what I learned from COVID was that if you pay attention to what the media wants you to pay attention to, then you miss out on the bigger picture, right? So when I look at the news, YouTube, social media, and Tiny, um, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, like it's you see the violence, you see the so-called race wars, you see now we have the Asian hate going on, the transgender and the LGBT hate been going on. I don't know why it's just getting the support because it really nobody's sexual orientation or preference should determine whether they die or not. That's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard of in my life. Um, but when you look at other news and they're talking about mass shutdowns and stuff like that, like I'm like, I don't know if I'm built for all that. I thought COVID was getting better. I thought the kids couldn't get COVID. Why is the kids going up? But y'all done on one day they say that on vaccinated over 300 some thousand, 400,000 people. The next day they say 100 million people got vaccinated. I don't know what's a lie and what's the truth. But that's what I want to talk about right here. Father God, in the name of Jesus, come before me. I am a Georgia girl, okay? So I may be more biased than anybody else out there when it comes to this particular topic, okay? And that is because I have seen the good work that Tip and Tiny Harris has put into the inner cities of Atlanta. I've seen them outside of the set, and I've seen them engage with little kids. I mean, they're well, this is early 2000, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012 maybe. Can't speak after 2012. I know money can change some people, but out of most celebrities, with me being a hairstylist, with me be living in Atlanta, they were two of many that were just who just have more humility than most celebrities are. They did. And not saying that it is right, but I said this in my video, about 3 or 4 months ago when it first came out. And I am a rape victim. I am a survivor of molestation. You cannot be a victim and a prophet, and you have profited from said act at the same damn time. I'm black. I'm a woman. I said it. You cannot voluntarily. I gotta her put my camera up here because this delay thing is on my nerves. For you people that are very, 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 very green, listen to me, baby. Listen to me. T.I. and Tiny have been married how many years? T.I. and Tiny has been famous how many of those years? Okay. We've heard from Shekina running all her mouth that, she was looking at the star with them when she was like 18 years old herself. So as soon as she became an adult, she was with T.I. and Tiny. So even herself, she thought she was doing something, right? Okay. Every person on this earth, I don't give a good goddamn what your title is. Pastors, apostles, bishops, elders, monks. I don't care what your title is. Every last one of us have sinned in some shape or fashion. None of us are perfect. So you have to be careful where you throw them rocks at because they can come back through your window. They can. I'm not saying that the way they did what they did was right. I'm just saying you can't get paid for it and then cry about it later. And now you're a victim. Because keep in mind, this is another black family that is losing out on millions of dollars. So if they're losing out on all this money, then those things that they are philanthropists for or those things that they are giving back for, that's gonna stop. And I know for a fact, like I know since R. Kelly had been peeing on girls since I was like 13 and T.I. and Tiny been having sex parties and orgies since I was at least 21, 22. So that's at least 19, 20 years that I know for a fact that they like to have sexual activities with more than one person and like to be under the influence of something. I also know you ain't going in that room with your phone. You know before you get there, you know what's up. This is not a secret. It's not. And I get so tired of y'all people that don't have a life, that ain't never did nothing wrong. And y'all can sit and try to pick apart everything somebody else has done. Come on now. This man been doing this for years. As soon as she get in good with Keisha Bottom, the mayor of Atlanta, now all of a sudden it matters what Tip Harris is doing. Yeah, the king of Atlanta. Y'all was more worried about the man having herpes when he told y'all he had got cut. Y'all swore the man had herpes. All them years y'all said that man had herpes because of that skull. And that man didn't have no herpes. That man had a cut right there. Okay? Now all y'all are so what happened to innocent until proven guilty? Because y'all do know that lawyers lie. They want to make money. They want to get famous. We've had so much buffoonery going on in the news. It is very, very easy for these and make themselves famous and get some notoriety from it, and then fall back in the backlash. And you be like, "What happened to such case? Like, I ain't hearing enough about it." I wonder why it wasn't no case in the beginning. Okay, let me tell y'all what I got on here though, cause I was hoping she got back on here, but I think she maybe somebody her mama or I'm sorry, I think her mama did, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I think her mama, somebody told her to get off here. But have y'all been watching Shekina over the last couple of days? I think Friend done lost it. I think Friend done lost it, y'all. It don't matter about seeing that. Don't worry. I got my monitors. I got everything. I just gotta set this stuff up. But I don't wanna say it like she begging, but it's like, okay, now everybody was screaming that T.I. and Tiny need to be prosecuted. Okay. Tiny and Shekina in the shop. Allegedly, Tiny is telling Shekina to go online and sell this stuff. If you don't want anything to do with it, that was the moment you should have stood your ground. And you wouldn't be in none of this, baby. When nobody be saying your name, when nobody be accusing you of nothing. But let my regular self remind you that you did get on and say that they were recruiting people, which not only made Sabrina look bad, it made Tia and Tanya look bad. It made everybody crap. It made everybody look bad, baby. Just like it made you look bad. It made everybody look bad. Sabrina is does not have that kind of I don't even know who the hell she is. I don't think she would have made it this far had he not added on to it. Most of the girls that was coming Sabrina were fake pages, scam pages, but could have been debunked easily. But once you got up there and you acknowledge the activity, the recruitment, the the narcotics use, girl, if you was my friend, I would have beat your ass. Yeah, friend, we would have been fighting because you just sat here and told all my fucking business. Since when did you just tell all my fucking business? Now I see why Chip didn't like your ass. Now I see why Chip really don't want your ass around. Like you want people to look at him sideways, like he never liked me. I see why. You talk too much. and she never shut up. I watched a video the other day. I do not remember who video it was because I did want to give them credit for it. I think it was all about the tea. I think it was them. And they was breaking down all the kind of little videos and all her little moments where she done, spazzed out and everything. And one of the subjects was about her, with that booger sugar. Have y'all been watching her online this last little week? Tiny, I know you're not gonna see this, but can somebody go tell Tiny? Can you call Shekina and pretend like you saw her, please? Cause she ain't gonna make it not being your friend, girl. It is really hurting her and bothering her that she's not your friend. It hurts, and I just feel like if you would just could you just fake it until y'all make it through the case and then block her because this is why kind of because now she keeps getting on Instagram telling us people that pay our Wi-Fi that we need to get off of Instagram or we need to be giving her some stickers or badges or something. She want us to pay for this lawyer that she had to pay for because y'all did not pay for her lawyer. Why did y'all not pay for her lawyer? And now she gotta be all online begging for a lawyer? Why this girl gotta be begging for a lawyer? Don't have her begging. Don't have her begging. It ain't cute when she out here begging. Don't do her. Y'all know she ain't the hell. Oh, oh. Y'all know she ain't got all that. Y'all know she is just a hairstylist. Like she said, leave her alone. She don't want nothing to do with you. I want her to go back live so y'all can see how this fool is that crazy. Like we all know she high, okay? We all know this heifer high, but I'm talking about how we. But Shakana is really acting like a man done left her or something. Every day you on here crying and whining, and then it's like she yelling at the audience. Why the hell you yelling at us? Like you been getting on here just talking to random people. Now you just get on here screaming about a badge. Bitch, I don't even know what a badge is. I don't even be on Instagram like that. I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, and bitch, if I buy a badge on your page, you gonna buy one on mine? What make you more special than me? What make your time more special than my time is what I want to know. You think because you got more followers and fake life that your time is more important than my time in real life? Girl, our resume read kind of same, baby. I just wish that Takana would get some real friends in her life. And she talk about God so much, but she don't really have that real relationship with God because she would be able to have peace in it. And she would know her place in this. And she would have been quiet. She had said more than T.I. and China had said. And the shit she's saying is going to make her lose her case. You're going to give Sabrina a check. So if for nothing else, Shakana, get off social media until this case is over with. Girl, you are going to make things worse for yourself. Getting on live and just acting all crazy like you bipolar and like you just giving people more footage that they're gonna pull up and they're gonna say you got that sugar booger. They're gonna say you bipolar. They're gonna say you crazy. They're gonna say you miss tiny. You're just giving people more stuff to use to make assumptions about you. If you booked and busy, you don't have time for social media. I ain't had time to set this room up because I don't have time. I need to make time, but I don't have time. And I also gotta be prepared that if I bring myself to this forefront, whatever come at me, I gotta be ready for it. I can't come here talking about other people and then I got soft skin and I won't be crying. I ain't got no soft skin, baby. My mouth real disrespectful, real disrespectful. So if you don't want people on your live, delete your page, Shekina. Delete your page and start over with your 30 or 40 followers. Make your page private and you only have to deal with those 30 or 40 followers. I don't understand why you keep getting on live yelling, get on my live, get off my live. It's like you putting on a show because you want people to tune in. That kind of shit made my head hurt. It made me want to smoke when I see grown people playing kid games. It makes me want to smoke. Hell, look at the R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a true pedophile. He's a true pervert, and he deserves to go to jail. I'm not there yet. I've not seen or heard any true witnesses. I've heard people that have admitted to being there, who went in willingly, left willingly. I've not heard of nobody being held hostage. I've not heard of nobody being forced against their will. I've not heard of anybody saying, "Oh, I asked for a coke and I woke up with um." Now, when I hear that, I read that's different. But until I see that, I'm not putting that on anyone. They say men lie, but guess what? I'm a woman, a born woman. I'm a woman. We lie better than men do. That's why y'all should have a woman as president. We'd be able to treat all the rest of these countries because we women. Woman as president, we get a lot of stuff so I know ain't too many people gonna look at this, but somebody tells Shakana to throw her goddamn phone in the trash. She don't need to get on social media. And yeah, I see why Tip don't want you around his wife because if her dumb ass was stupid enough to be in that first video to let her boys get caught telling you what the fuck to say, knowing that they finna have to go to court, that was stupid as fuck. You can't untake away that tape in your ass. You can't undo it. And then you got on live and said, "Well, I heard it from somebody else." And then you got back on live and you like, "Well, I had to pay my own lawyer fee, so fuck it. I'm finna just shut it all. Fuck it." Girl, who is we believing? Which one of your sides is we believing? You have your own name. You have your own brand. You have your own platform. You don't need anybody. You've made a name for yourself. Now, fight this case and continue with your brand. Because with every listen, you're gonna learn from the lesson, or that lesson gonna overtake you. That's it. And this was a very valuable lesson. So learn from your lesson and move a little slower with a little less people. And if you don't want them 3.6 million people logging in, Chicago, start you another page with another name where don't a lot of people know it, and just tell your little few people, hey, y'all come over here. It's real easy to not be seen. Get off social media. It's real easy. If you don't want to be bothered, you don't want people in your life. There are so many celebrities. You cannot find them anywhere on social media. I'm sorry for all the movement, y'all, but this is impromptu. And I actually was hoping she would go back live because I was going to screen record. But I wanted y'all to just see for yourself. Like, I'm praying for sis because she hurt. She hurt. And I think I really do think it's more so about her friendship than a case. You know, there's a lot of years to have to go to throw away. But at the same time, it ain't what you do, it's just how you do it. Like, I think, I don't know. Because, the way Tip set up, the shrimp and cause me no bad, you gotta go. And I can't say I'm mad at him with that. And most of the times we like to assume that it is, the male that's running and dictating everything. But here, it could be Chinese saying, honey, bitch, talking, but she gotta go. We don't know who said it, but we know she gotta go. But Tiny, since y'all cut her off, she just keep yelling at everybody on Instagram. Why does she keep yelling at people on Instagram? She don't know that she can log off. Why the hell I gotta log off? I pay my Wi-Fi bill. I bought both of these iPads. I bought all five of these phones. I bought these laptops. I bought these two monitors. Why the hell do I have to log off? And she better be glad I wasn't trying to be petty because I would have screen recorded and just posted her like, girl. When I watched that video last week about them saying that you was on the sugar booger and stuff and the Percocets and stuff, I was like, no, I don't think they need to stop. Like, you smoke your weed and all, but times get hard, shit get rough. The blunt don't always do it, and we all know, all y'all, and you're a celebrity stylist, so you a celebrity. Everybody say, all celebrities. And my thing is this: if you can afford it, it ain't my business. As long as you ain't asking me to support your habit, because I'm not. I don't care. So I really feel bad for Shekina because I think that she's like, I think she's making herself have a midlife crisis when it's actually not as bad as it seems. Because I will be using this shit to, they say make your pain pay you. I will be using this shit to monetize off of it. I will be stepping my shit up. And you've always been so quick to speak on you making your own name. This is when you show it, dear. But when you get up here every day, you just yelling at the ceiling, you yelling at people. I don't talk about it no more. I don't talk about it. And then you still end up talking about it. It's like, I don't hear. What most of America forget is that when we come into our homes, hell, when we get into our cars, we do what we want when we want. We don't give no rats about what nobody says. When you come into your home, you do what you want to do. If you want to dig in your butt, dig up your nose, play with yourself, whatever it is you want to do, not babe, whatever you want to do, you do it because it's your house, right? What if every person in America had a camera in their household that broadcast out? How much shit in your household would change? It wouldn't be too much in shit of mine change because y'all just have to laugh. But how much of your shit would change? Because, see, I am who I am. I don't have no secrets. Secrets kill you. I've learned that over time. Stress and secrets, generational curses, that shit will eat you up. So I've been woosah myself away from all that. It ain't too many people that can say that they got a clean slate. They got a clean back end. Their backstory is pure. Because let me tell you something. There's no way you're standing in 2020 and you're being productive and you're surviving and you're making it and you're standing through if you have not gone through something. But you kept going. You didn't let it get you down. You didn't turn back. You didn't get discouraged. You kept fighting and you kept fighting and you kept fighting. That's what change is. That's who Troubled Man 31 has become. That's who Tip has become. That's who T.I. has become. He started out one way, he ended out another. Am I the only one seeing a cycle? Listen to me, people, real carefully, please. I don't care. I swear, like I ain't got too many YouTube. I don't care. I'll put you back over there on Twitter, TikTok. I'll open Facebook, Instagram back up. But listen, you cannot tell me you do not see the connection with these black men getting to a certain level of finances, and as they start to embark into that other world and they want to own things and take a certain seat in places they're not used to being seen seated at and having their voices heard in places they're not normally heard at. And then all their dirt gets on the table. You know, back in the day, Martin, Malcolm, and them was marching and fighting. I'm sure it was some Tamika and Kanikas and Shanikas and them saying some stuff about them. It didn't stop the fight though. None of them are saying they are perfect and they are without sin. But if those people have not committed an actual case, y'all are taking time away from the bigger picture, from the fact of whether or not you're going to be forced to take a vaccine or not, kids, whether they be forced to take it to remain in school and colleges, um, even with this worldwide shutdown. How many of y'all gonna last if we gotta be back on shutdown 24/7 for 30 days? Y'all thought nobody listened to me about that tax return. It's May, right? Ain't y'all just getting y'all tax return? I told y'all this back in March. But because I ain't got no big name, y'all acting like I don't know what I be talking about. I just wish. I'm glad T.I. and Tiny aren't. I haven't seen it, and if you all have seen it, I missed it. Then let me know. I've not seen it. I've not heard them saying a lot. Um, Even after this last little round, it seemed like even Sabrina shut up a little bit after the ex friend came out and was like, "Look, girl, you lying. You need to shut up." But Shekina is digging a hole deeper for herself. It seems like she ain't got no real friends in her life. Cause ain't nobody telling that baby to just hush. You finna have to cut that girl a check for nothing. On your own. Everything that's understood don't have to be said. And we all know that you got those people that are green, and you got those people that's mean. Girl, okay. And you ain't green, Shakon. You ain't green by a long shot. And you can say, you don't even know me. Girl, I done been in your prison so many goddamn times. You should know my government name. But it's okay, cause I don't have no desire to be famous and shit. I can tell y'all a lot of shit, but it's not my place. And the only thing that matters here is the fact that this family clearing their names and hoping that too much negativity is not put on that brand that they have busted their asses to build for it to all be destroyed from them down onto their children. Because from my understanding, it's starting to affect the kids' money too. When you're talking about your BET money, hell, it's affecting all their money. Everybody losing out and paying lawyers. That's what happened when you get online and you go to run your mouth about stuff and you ain't saying allegedly and you just so adamant about it. Yeah, go ask Tamika how that tasted. Yeah, like you was with it when you thought you was being that friend, but now you want us to believe you've been left and hung out to dry. No, baby, you ain't been left and hung out to dry. That man and that woman, the folk got how many children about South? How many children they got about South children? The folk got a lot of children that they need to stay here for. So anybody that ain't on the home team, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. Because that's the only way that they can secure hell, at least that one of them get to stay home. And we all know if it comes down to it, the DA don't have to have a case to have a case. But enough of you give them enough. We all know Tip will lay down and take a case before he let his wife go to jail. Then y'all gonna be around here talking about free my man, free. I thought Black Lives Matter. When is Black lives gonna matter to Black people? In all sincerity, I see more Caucasians and others in the streets protesting, marching, lawyers donating their time and giving. Shekina, you over there trying to get some badges to help pay your legal fees, but you balling, boo. Matter of fact, you should already have a lawyer on retainer. So that was the first lesson you learned. If you didn't learn anything else, you should have already had a lawyer on retainer. So it shouldn't even been no big deal about that. But if you live within your means, you ain't never got to worry about being outside your box. And wealth is not always in actual money. Yes, money helps, but knowledge is power, baby. And if I find myself in something and I have no idea about it, I'm not going to social media with you. I'm gonna get me some books. I'm gonna call a friend and call a friend and call a friend and see how I get myself the fuck up out of it. I just don't understand you. I don't understand how you get to pretend to be so such a victim, and you really just know the friend. You're not a part of nothing. You didn't contribute to nothing. You just got a big ass mouth and you don't know when to shut up. And being somebody that came from Georgia, this is the thing. You see a lot of bad people that do a lot of bad shit, they do a lot of fucked up shit, and they never do anything for anybody. I know some of them. And you got people that done some bad things, but as they've grown and they matured and they've learned, they've changed some of those things into some positive things. They've turned those things around. And then they've now had children. And you can always, if you want to know whether or not a person has really changed or not, look at their children. If you don't see a better version of them in front of you, you know they've not changed. But when you look at their children, you be like, damn, you got you beat. Can't do nothing but salute. Because when I look at my three, they ain't nothing like me. But they're the best part of me. Oh, I'm glad I had my kids early. I don't think I could be having kids right now because the way these bones and things be aching, I wouldn't want no more. Baby, we just got a dog and walking the dog be killing me. So, um, I wouldn't have no baby for nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I got another question. Why do y'all repeat yourself so many times when y'all be on these YouTube things? Y'all say something 15 times before y'all speak to the next question. You heard? You heard? Honey, you heard? Honey, did you hear me, honey? Because, honey, did you hear me? What the hell is that? Why you can't just say what the hell you need to say and then go on to the next subject? I know that's all subject. But, and the crazy part is, like, I've gone in Shekina's inbox and I've asked her to call me out and get her some shit. But she don't want nobody. But had I started dropping certain names, she would have realized who I was or pictures and she would have called me. right here. Yeah, it's my work phone. You can't see my contact list. But let me tell y'all something. My contact list is so. I'm just gonna just see how long it takes me to get this Z. I did something wrong. Let's see how long it takes me to get this Z. And that don't even make no sense. And that's with all the people that I've cleared out. Well, I mostly only cleared out people that I knew personally. I didn't really clear out anybody that I knew. I didn't clear out any of my old clients. I have a lot of clients. I would never delete my client um information. And that's why I keep that number that my clients always have because I do get more calls and things from them, and has truly been very telling during the last year. Um, YouTube, COVID took my career, 26 years, and I've been home for over a year now. Um, and ain't no getting it back. And I now have a new chronic disease that I'm waiting to get some testing done for before I even acknowledge it. And then I'm allergic to some of everything. So I can't even take regular medications. I have to rely on holistic, remedies and, things of the earth. Okay. So I'm really not here to tear nobody down because I have enough going on within me. It's like if I can't help you, I ain't gonna hurt you. And I hope that y'all don't think I was bashing Shekina. I'm not. It's shit. I just wanted somebody else to see it, and I didn't save it now. So she really looked like she's losing it. She is either losing it or or she is really like on that, like fuck this shit. I'm finna show my ass shit. Like, and I don't want it to go too far because I hope they're able to, you know, um, and see, that's how you know, like, Shakana just smoke weed. Shakana green too. She just smoke weed. She don't know nothing about no street. Because if she did, she would understand why there needs to be a disconnection, and she would understand why she's making her moves, why they're making their moves, and then they'll meet back up later if she was smart. Okay? But no, you want to be all up in your feelings, and you want to just throw everything away because you ain't got a phone call or whatever, like you feel. What's understood don't have to be said, baby. Sometimes you have to give people time to get certain things in order because they do have way more to lose than you do. And if both of them go to jail, that's two parents going to jail. You have no children. I'm not saying you need to go to jail, but that's two parents that would have to go to jail or some bull. Meanwhile, you got young black boys being slaughtered down in the streets in broad daylight like it's nothing. Who got what, two indictments? And how many have been killed since? All these other options they have tasers, nightsticks, pepper spray, all these other options they have. Everybody says you just taught to shoot to kill, huh? Just shoot to kill. Just shoot. If they black, just shoot to kill. I guess that's why y'all don't ever shoot at the white ones. Y'all just give them burgers and take them in and give them something to drink. This cannot continue to be a world that sees color. This has to be a world that sees love. This has to be a world that has forgiveness. You can't keep looking at what someone did 10, 15, 20 years ago if they've made the adequate changes that are needed for today. It's only fair. It's only fair. So instead of going to Shekina with all the extra shit, go lift her up. Remind her that she has a name without them people. Remind her that she does not have to respond to everything that's said negatively. Everybody ain't against her. But everybody ain't gonna throw no money in your pocket either just because your name is Shekina Joe. Some of us got our own things that our money have to go into. How many people do you support? What have you sown into? Let me see that. Okay? That's what I want to see. What you've done. Other than a wig or free hairdo here and there. That's all I'm saying. If there's going to be a trial, allow that family to go through that trial before y'all assume those people are guilty. Let them have their day in court before y'all are judge and jury. The very same way y'all want these police to stop being judge and jury in the streets. Y'all stop it too. Even swap ain't never no swindle. And facts are facts. Stop it. We're either gonna sit together or we're not. And it ain't got nothing to do with color because for those of you who don't know, it takes the equal amount of all colors to create black. So that's why it is so much of y'all in us. And we still black. But all of our and blood and things are the same. If I had to give a white lady a kidney or a liver to save her life, I would. Yes, that's what I'm supposed to do. Color, color is the least of our worries because hate is taking over, and it's not just hate against blacks. It's not just hate against women. It's not just hate against the LGBTQ and trans community. It's not just Asian hate. Hate is just, for some reason, it's just rampant and er- everywhere. It's just everywhere, man. And I don't know. Oh, I just had a good idea. I was not going to be on here. I ain't going to do it tonight. But, I'm going to do it when I get out there because I haven't, I need to pull my cards and see what my cards are saying. Because even with me and my religion, like I kind of take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and put everything together. I don't think it's one. There is no one person on this earth that knows everything, and you're not gonna have me over here walking a tightrope while you over there playing double dutch and hopscotch when you want to. So as soon as that I learned that I had to decide what heaven or hell I was gonna put myself into, and nobody else can decide that. I don't care kicked in real fast. Okay. So, one day I'm gonna go live and do some readings for y'all for free. I just think it helps to have um, other spiritual methods, and I've heard people say, "Oh, that's witchcraft," but I mean, they actually have cards and stuff that are for Bible. You know. So if you're not listening to somebody, you got to hear from somebody. Everybody needs somebody we can pull from. Like right now, Shekina needs somebody she can pull from. So one of y'all celebrities, go grab sis, get her from around all them little bit children, take away her devices. Cause listen, girl, listen. Them clients is tired of sitting there while you do all that talking, and they just they tired. They don't give a good goddamn about your name being Shekina. Get them people out there shop. You're a great hairstylist, okay? You're a mogul in the making all by yourself. Let them people stay over there, and you go over there and you do your thing, and don't nobody say nothing trashy or tragic about either parties. And in a few months from now, y'all will be able to see each other and have a conversation. But if you go into playing victim, Chicana, we all know you're gonna start saying some stuff. I don't want you to do it. I want you to really stop letting people get you out of your feelings. People you don't know. People you don't know. If it's a comment down there and that's not from somebody that you know, somebody that's a factor in your life, you should be able to look at that shit and be like, oh, okay. And keep right on going. That's what happened when you were in the spotlight. If you don't want to be in the spotlight, go and be nobody. But when the heat was all on Tip and Tank and Candace and whoever else they were saying, should stay out of it. But no one would take over my friend. And then you turn around and it's like, oh, but it was like this and it was like this and it was never this and it was never that. So then my question becomes, why were you there? Were they using you or were you using them? Either way, it don't matter now. We 20 years later, we 25 years later, and it is what it is, okay? So that's all I had to say. I just wanted to stop. Like, you could be talking about your products, you could be talking about services, you could be talking about mentoring some younger boys. You got so much you could be doing with yourself. Than to be worried about them people. Or listen, you make yourself look real stupid in on YouTube videos. And you just be talking to yourself, you singing to yourself. I'm not saying that it's shade. Your ass look crazy. That's why they be talking about your ass bipolar and shit. And I don't say that I have a whole daughter that is bipolar. I don't say that shit as a joke. Get your ass on social media. Get back to being about your business. Set out your business plans and where you going next. And just work your money. Look at Goshay ass. What her ass at? She done got out that spotlight. That be somewhere work. Alright? Nah. Y'all have a blessed day. And like I have said, I will continue to say, I am a Georgia girl. I have lived in there. At one point in time, I didn't stay too far from y'all. So I'm rocking with T.I. and Tiny until I see evidence of someone being forced or underage. And that's because I'm a survivor. So I don't care who you are. You violate a female or male sexually, verbally, I'm least likely to deal with you in life at all. And ain't nobody gonna have to tell me that. Like even with that Larry Reed guy, I thought he was a little funny, but I asked him though. I got in my inbox. I asked him. He said he wasn't. I kept listening to him, but he didn't went and up. So I just stopped listening to him. And it's sad to see him going down like that. But what's done in the dark must come to the light eventually. And I've been on here a whole hour. And I need to just go to bed. It's still hard sometimes. I miss him. My nigga. It's amazing how we take people for granted until they're gone. And then when they're gone, we can tell you everything about them that we can. 8. That's all I want. That's all I want. 8. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I had a zoned out for a second then. So, um, people are gonna treat you how we let them, and you can't let people treat you how you don't want to be treated. It's real easy, but you also can't treat other people how you yourself don't want to be treated. It's just real easy. It's called respect. It's called respect, and it should be given to all of us, but sometimes it's not. And if it's not given to us, then you're gonna demand it, or you're gonna accept the fact that you got somebody in your face or in your life that don't care about you, and then that's on you, boo boo. But you're not gonna suck me dry, bleed me dry, make me cry, and then turn around and leave me out to dry. It's not gonna happen. So be careful who you align yourself with, and it's okay to outgrow people. You ain't got no life sentence with nobody. Even if it's your mate and you married to him, that's what divorce is for. I gotta go because I ain't doing free. I ain't doing my certification. Okay? Y'all be blessed. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully, I'll get back to working on this channel so I can get myself up to 1,000 subscribers, and then I'll really take it seriously. When I get to 1,000, I'll take it seriously. You gotta be blessed and not stressed.